we're going to see how good the Sony Starvis 2 sensor is on a dash cam. Front and cabin 5.2K 360-degree panoramic recording, 8 infrared lights for improved night vision, 5 GHz Wi-Fi support, 15 pre-recording buffer motion detection, supports up to a 1 terabyte MicroSD card. How are we doing, YouTube? I'm Thomas. Welcome to Thomas with Tomology. I'm going to be doing an unboxing, testing, everything of the Vantrue E360 Ace. This is the bundle. It does come with the, let me get the right side here. It does come with the selfie stick right here. This isn't just a dash cam. This can actually be a separate camera, like if you're out camping, or almost kind of like, an action camera, kind of like the DJI right here. I doubt that you're going to get the image quality that something like this is, but we don't know. It does have the Starvis Sony 2 in it. It has HDR. It has a 1.5 IPS touchscreen on it. So yeah, this thing's supposed to be fully freaking loaded, and it does also have a rear camera as well on there. And just for disclaimer, Vantrue did send this out for me to do a review on it. Martin over at Vantrue. Thank you, Martin, for sending this out to me. Martin also sent me one of the direct kits. This is for the direct. I'm actually going to do a separate video for this. This right here is so you don't have to use your cigarette lighter. So these are really, really nice. I was going to order one. I told him I was going to order one whenever I was communicating with him. He went ahead and added it in there. So I will be doing a separate video of how to install one of these into your car. But anyways, without further ado, without me talking over here, we're going to just do, like I said, we're going to do a quick unboxing. This is going to be more about the video quality and how good this thing really is. Toward the end of the video, I have a little bitty $50 4K, or they say 4K, in my car right now. And I'm going to show you what a little $50 one versus what this is for $299. So that's how much this bad boy is. It is $299. And for every feature that it shows that it has, I'm curious. I'm so curious. I'm like, the box has some weight on it right now. So let's go ahead and get it opened up. Okay, so I got it opened up. When you open it up, you're greeted to the QR codes to go ahead and get it connected, and just a little quick setup guide. What else we get in here? Ooh, we get a nice soft pouch for the handle for basically the selfie stick for the camera itself. You get the car charger. Okay, these should be the rear or the front windshield mount, because remember, this does have a rear camera on it as well. You get little bitty clips to hide the wires up around your windshield. There's the actual dock to dock it in, and a USB-A to USB-C cable. Okay, come out of the next box is the actual the handle, which is also the battery for it whenever you want to put it in handheld, and a little bitty tripod. Came in it together. So there we go right there. Nice little tripod. You get some stickers if you want to go ahead and put it on in different languages in case you want to put the sticker on your windshield saying that you are protected. I don't want to put these on my car because I don't want people knowing what I have in my car. Okay, you get a couple little bitty window mounts. So you put this on your window first. That way you're not sticking the mount directly to your windshield. You stick them on here. That way they're easier to come off. And as I said, it is the rear camera right here. So you got a USB-C to USB-C cable right here, which is what connects the rear camera. So there you go. There's the rear camera. Okay, the moment we've been waiting on, there is the camera. So you got two cameras, one on both sides, because this is a panoramic view. It'll be looking outward and looking inward at the same time and giving you kind of a global panoramic view. I do like these that show that, or as long as a 3-channel, one for inside the car, one for the front and the rear. But I really like as long as there's one facing outward, one facing inward. That way, if you get pulled over and you got a shady cop, or someone comes up to you and tries to rob you at your window, whatever the case is, I like the ones that actually show image inside the car. So the selfie stick wasn't too hard. Literally, you hold right here, and it's just screw on and screw off. That is so easy to put on. That was unbelievable. But yes, now you can use it as a selfie stick if you wanted it as a selfie. If you want to set up as a tripod somewhere. All right, this should be the camera that faces out your windshield. This is the one that faces you inside the car with the touchscreen on it. Oh, have I mentioned that this thing is GPS as well? Yeah, it has GPS on it. There goes the plug for the rear camera right there. You have your SD card right here, a microphone right here. What else we got on here? I believe that's going to be the power button. Throughout the video, I mean, if there's anything and you really do like this dash cam, I will leave links down below. I'm also going to leave a link to Martin down below as well. Maybe you really like the way this looks and you have a small storefront or a little car audio shop and you've been looking around because you've seen one of these and say, hey, look, I want to sell that. You can go ahead and become an authorized dealer for them. If you want to distribute them at all, you can do that as well. Again, I'll leave that link down in the description below. Or even say if you're got a car audio place and you want to be an authorized installer for them. Again, you reach out to Martin over there at Vantrue. I mean, you can get these installed, make you a little extra money, anything like that. Or you're not into that and you like the way that this looks and with the image quality that we're fixing to get into, and you just want one. The link will be down in the description below. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go outside, get this all hooked up, and we're going to see what this thing looks like. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and install it in the car. I just finished doing a video of how to run the hardwire, so all the features of the dash cam can be used even when the car is off and you're not in the car. So go ahead and stay tuned and wait on that video. That video will be coming out right after this one here, probably a couple of days. So go ahead, like, subscribe. I got to pull out some other dash cams that I have in here. I have a bunch of dash cams in here. Trying to find the best one. That's the biggest thing, is trying to find the best dash cam. So again, I still have all the stickers on it. And so I'm going to see roughly where about I want to go ahead and put this dash cam in the car. Installation was pretty easy. It's up here. So all I got to do is route my wires now up and around here. And then I need to install the rear camera, which I'm fixing to go ahead and install that rear camera real quick. Okay, rear camera is pretty easy to install. I do have the wire hanging right now because I want to see what the quality is before I actually give this a thumbs up and actually commit to installing it. But very easy, very simple. Again, I'm not going to commit to installing it all. So there it is, it's on. I have my rear, I have my back. So now that we have the install, I'm going to go ahead and get to the app real quick. Okay, so whether you have Android or Apple, you download their app. Let's go ahead and open it up. I'm opening it up for the first time. I've never ran this app before. Yes, I'll go ahead and give permission. Allow notifications. Go ahead and back up. Yes. Go ahead and move that down here. All right. Add a device. 360. Just E360. All right. It says that I'm connected. So now we can have live preview here. Let's go to settings. Drive record setup. All right. So sync phone time. We want that on. Resolution. Here's your resolutions you can choose from. Why would you choose anything but the highest quality? I do not know why anyone would do that. What else we got? Loop recording. I want to actually do mine 3 minutes. The infrared. I see something. Auto for cabin. G sensor. I'll leave them all on 3. Audio noise reduction. Exposure. We'll play around with that later on. What else we got? We got HDR. We always want HDR on. It's going to help with the highlights. HDR timer. Mirror. Okay. Number plate. Stamp. So yes, we want everything on there. I do at least. Time lapse off. Let's see. Collision detect. That's all whenever you're in parking mode. And remember, when you're in parking mode, you have to have the direct connect wire in order for that to work. Okay, next we have device sound. 2 is plenty. It's actually pretty loud at 2. Warning tone. Okay, we have that. System information. I imagine this is what we can tell if there needs to be an update. I would assume that it will tell us if there's an update. Let's see how accurate this thing is. So it is recording inside the car. So you see me, you see the front, and you see my rear. So we're at 067-2025. We're at 0 miles per hour. I'm facing north, a little bit west. But yeah, what I'm liking so far is if you get pulled over and the cops right here, you know, you can give them your ID, and if he tries to do any bullcrap, you're right here. The other thing I do like is the speedometer, the GPS on here. Say if a cop pulls you over and you know you were not speeding, you take this footage and you hit the record button, of course, or stop it, and make sure you don't lose that footage, because what's going to happen is when you go to court, you can have this printout for the judge, and it shows where you were on the GPS at that time and how fast you were going at the time that he pulled you over. So he has to timestamp you from his radar detector. That's what I love about little devices like this right here. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm just ready to see what it looks like on the PC though. That's going to be the big thing. So let me go ahead and do some nighttime driving tonight, and then tomorrow I'll do some daytime driving, and we'll go from there. So this is the audio test of the E360 Ace by Vantrue. Again, this is the audio test. This is what it's going to sound like if you're inside your car talking. So if it's really clear, you might not want to talk to yourself. Just saying. Okay, so you can also use this as a vlogging or like a small action camera. And this is what you get right here. I believe you're getting a full panoramic view. I have it also on my phone right here. So I'm looking at the phone as I'm walking with it. You're going to see how this footage actually looks doing it this way. And when I turn around, I'll go ahead and put it in the fisheye, and then I'll do 16 by 9. So y'all leave comments down below. What do y'all think? Y'all think this thing was worth having, a dash cam and an action cam together? I mean, I know some people use the GoPros and the action cams as dash cams. So I know you can do that. All right, so now I have it in fisheye view. This is what it looks like if you want to, record in fisheye view. I keep looking down over at my phone. I'm wanting to see what the fisheye is looking at the same time. Uh, Kind of looks like you're looking through binoculars from front and back. I don't know if y'all can see that on my screen. But yeah, as of right now, I haven't seen the footage or nothing, so I don't know what it looks like. But I think it's pretty cool to have something like this as long as the dash cam, because that's what you're buying it for, is the dash cam. But to have this as well is actually pretty cool. So let me see how to get it into 16 by 9, and we'll look at the 16 by 9 next. Okay, so we're in a full 16 by 9 right now. I don't know if you can take off the rear camera, if it's just the front. So I haven't really looked, but this is 16 by 9. Now, when you go to the 16 by 9, it is only 14.4, which is 2K. It's 14.4 by 14.4. So that's what you get out of it. Again, I keep looking at the phone to see if it's doing anything else. There's so many settings on this thing. I think it's pretty cool. Okay, so one more, 9 by 16. So you want to do something for TikTok, Instagram, somewhere in there, then you can also, put it in the 9 by 16 instead of 16 by 9. So this is what it looks like. All right, so what did y'all think of the image quality, maybe the sound quality, whether it's the daytime footage, the nighttime, the fisheye, the panorama view? What do y'all think? Go ahead and give me a comment down below and tell me what y'all think. I kind of want to know, tell me what dash cam you have, if you think your dash cam is a little bit better, and maybe I'll look into getting that and doing a comparison video between the two. I'm going to go through real quick a couple things I didn't go over. I'm going to make sure I went over everything. I'm going to go through a few nitpicks that aren't a negative, but a nitpick that might be a negative to you, my negatives, and of course, what I think of the camera itself as a dash cam. Okay, so one of the things I didn't mention is the LTE box. The LTE box allows you to connect it through, your cell phone provider, and get LTE coverage. So things with that is you get remote viewing anywhere. You could be, say, in England and you live here in the US, and you can preview your car at the airport if that's where you left your car. You get real-time alerts. You get video calls. So you can actually video call your camera itself when you're not there, and tell people, hey, I'm calling the cops. They're on their way. Get out of my car. Do whatever you want. And then vehicle location. So if someone did steal your car, it'll actually give you a pinpoint location with that LTE. Okay, so I also did mention the GPS before. It is an advanced player in GPS. So what you can do is it puts a log file onto your memory card for the GPS. And when you put it in somewhere, it'll actually give you a Google map on your computer and shows you your whole route that you actually did through that file on there, which I think is pretty cool. So another accessory that this thing has is a remote control. I believe I didn't get a remote with mine. All right, so for my nitpick, it's pretty much only one nitpick that I have, and that is going to be the size of it. So it is long instead of wide. I think that if they would have made a footprint more like my Action 5 right here, they still could have used mount and everything for this, and the screen would have seemed a little bit bigger on it and would have been this way. But if you notice, the screen is just the same size as the front screen on the Action 5. So that's pretty much it for my nitpick. All right, for my negatives that I see so far, one is this thing gets pretty warm. Okay, it does get warm. The only reason why I'm making that a negative is with electronics, you don't want your electronics getting too hot. Too hot of electronics implements problems. So hopefully that they have it. They do say that it is explode proof, so it can't just pop and explode. Again, I don't know. We got to see how long, but since they've been out, there hasn't been none that exploded. So, but it does get warm, so that would be a negative to me. Negative 2 would be the sound quality. So sound quality, isn't, I mean, it's good, right? It records. Y'all heard it. I mean, you're able to talk, you're able to hear everything, right? I believe that they should have put like a USB port to put an external microphone. So, say if you had a wireless lav mic like the DJI mics or anything like that, it would have been nice to have that on here. But again, that could be actually part of my nitpick as well. Okay, for my third negative here would be again, yes, Martin over there at Vantrue sent this out to me. It was a sample, but it was a sealed sample and there was no memory card. So this price point, I would have loved to seen a memory card. So I imagine a lot of us would be that way. We don't want to spend extra money on something, especially when it costs this much money. I get the features it has in here. I really do, Vantrue, but having a memory card, I believe that y'all buy them in such bulk, y'all could get them pretty cheap and put them in there, and still y'all would still be making money over there. Okay, so the other negative that I see, I can't find it nowhere, and I might need to reach out to Vantrue, and if so, I'll leave a pinned comment down below. But the rear camera is for the inside only. And as you've seen in my car, I have dark tinted windows, which made it look red and just different colors on my windows. I would have loved to seen that this camera was universal to go in or outside the car. All the instructions that I have, all the paperwork that I have with my unit, it all says inside the car and everything to wire inside. I would love to see an outside camera for that. So the positive is it looks good. I mean, y'all go ahead. Again, leave a comment down below. You let me know what you think from that image. Again, I had some dirty windows, the back screen, tinted windows on my back window, but yet you were able to really still see and get things inside the car. My car was a little dirty, but you were able to see everything around. I think that the image quality is really, really good for what you're getting here, for what you're getting for a dash cam. I mean, it's really good. Putting it in that handheld mode, that's going to be another positive for me. I mean, just to sit here and just record and get both angles or whatever, and whether you want the fisheye, the panorama, the no matter what, I mean that is a pretty cool feature. So that's going to be the other positive is it's not huge like this. So you don't have this big huge thing up in the window. But again, like I said, one of my nitpicks, I wished it was like this though. Not quite like that, but like this. It would have been nice to have a little bit bigger screen on there. That's just my opinion. That's just my nitpick. Could be yours as well. I just like to put everything out there. What else? I mean, to be able to do a lot of the things that you can do with this, I'm in awe of how many things it can do. Do I wish that the camera quality was just a little bit better? I sure do. But then you're going to pay a lot more money. So this being a dash cam and everything that you have in it, the GPS and everything else being in that, it's really nice to have your longitude, latitude, speedometer, everything built in on here that to safeguard you. All right, so don't take me wrong on the next thing I'm going to say. This is for everybody, like 100%. This should be in everybody's car. You got a teenager, get this for her car, his car, get this for your kids, keep everybody safe. Saying that, right? Who do I think this is really, really for? Especially here in 2025 and for that price point. I think this is for younger generation, okay, because of the intuitive app that's there. People who are computer literate, right? So basically, this isn't for your 84-year-old grandfather, right? I don't see this being for an 85, 84, 85-year-old grandfather, unless your grandfather, is still on his toes. If your grandfather can go through and text and he does everything on his phone, or your grandmother, they do everything on their phone for everything, then yes, this is for them. So me personally, I do not think this is for anyone that does not, your older generations that want something like this to keep your grandparents safe, right? Truck drivers need one of these. I used to drive trucks before I got disabled. A truck driver needs one of these. This right here, it's pretty cool. While they're out and about doing their walk around their truck, they can pull this thing out, get the 360 view of it as they're walking around. That's really, really cool. I do like that feature. What's also cool about that feature is if you're driving with your wife and husband driving down the road or whatever it is, and you had this connected to the phone in the car, they could watch everything that you're doing outside or you're on the side of the road changing a tire. Someone else can view it, while you're out there and know if you need help. I do believe it is for everybody. I do believe it is worth your money here in 2025. I was going to review this even if Martin over at Vantrue did not send it out to me. I was actually going to purchase this no matter what. And once again, Martin, I got to thank you. But I mean, this is worth your money here in 2025. If anything, I would say put this more around the 250 mark. But right now, being on sale at Vantrue's website is $299 and $349 on Amazon. So if you want to buy directly through Vantrue, I'll leave a link down below. No affiliate, no nothing with that. I'll also leave everything to Martin, like I said in the beginning of the video. I'll leave everything to Martin down below if you want to become a reseller for Vantrue or an installer for them. I will leave a Amazon affiliate link as well. Now the Amazon, like I just said, it is an affiliate link. Anything bought from there will help support the channel for me to get some more products out here. So yeah, all in all, I 100%, I believe this is worth your hard-earned money here in 2025. And that's what this channel is about, is to get products like this in and then let you know if it's actually really and truly worth your money. We bust our butts out there to get the money that we get, and you don't just want to be throwing it on products that are not worth it. And Vantrue, 100%, good job there. Hopefully we get to work together again, and hopefully get some other ones in here, because I know that this model here isn't for everybody. Okay, so I do know they have some other ones on their website. Again, I'll leave a link down to their website down below. So everything you get, for the price point, with the Sony Starvis 2 in it, the night vision, voice control, GPS, is everything you got. I mean, yes, pick you one up. I'm Thomas with Tomology. Go ahead and check out this video right here. See if this one's worth your hard-earned money here in 2025.